Beauty is indeed plays a vital role in society, but does society really give some sort of comment when it comes to your own beauty? Well, beauty is really beauty really is dynamic depending on how people manifest its significance. Through centuries, beauty was defined and described as having curves, hourglass figure, large breast and slim waist as the standard beauty. Their fashion and art introduces the disco look with lots of wrap style dresses, oversized sunglasses, and high waist and flared jeans and trousers. Now, in the 21st century, beauty accommodates also through camera filters. Instagram, Facebook, and so. With these filters, they feel more beautiful, confident, and can also boost their self-esteem, a closer to the societal standard of beauty. Yet, beauty filters will only reinforce the standard in your mind. Beauty does define, too, how we look in ourselves. Beauty comes always within.
Inside the 1960s and 70s, brilliant skylines for women moved from the create humble body of stars such as Marilyn Monroe to the stick thin, flat-chested figure epitomized by supermodels such as Twiggy or Kate Moss. The compelling truth here is that fairest women started to make thrilling picks up inside the zones of instruction, work, and authoritative issues. The idealized female body began to see like a malnourished, redolent, youthful woman, feeble, thin, and non-threatening. Women may have been picking up an adaptability and control, but they were continuously energized to instruct their bodies through check calories and work out to comply to beliefs that were about incomprehensible to attain. Presently, be it because it may, we see the greatness standard for women getting to be curvier in many districts, such as the bust and butt, and remaining inclined, conditioned, and tucked in other zones such as the waist and the thighs. Ordinarily, possibly the permanent self-evident reason women look for after plastic surgery, but self-confidence. Because today, the body shaming is everywhere that gives a lot of women insecurities. Self-confidence comes in all shapes and sizes. It's not persistently around taking after to a foreordained standard greatness. In many sharpened surgeries point to help not reasonable women bring out their individual best, characteristics such as much small or recognizably decreased breast, plenitude skin cleared out behind after gigantic weight incident, or a hanging brow can reduce an individual's self-confidence. Routinely, a clear surgical modification makes all the distinction in enabling a woman to feel her permanent best. The experience is backed up as well. And one consider disseminated inside the journal Clinical Mental Science. Accordingly, plastic surgery really does quantifiably increase a patient's self-confidence and delight. And yes, I do believe that self-confidence brings all of women become beautiful. But for me, self-confidence not only being beautiful physically, but also the strong you have, the brave you have to face insecurities of yours, helps the every woman to bring out their self-confidence by trusting themselves instead bragging them down, and that's my definition of beauty and being beautiful. And this is Irish Jane Padernilla Pasante from Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino.
The
2A.
1980s was the uprise era of supermodels. The ideal beauty image was being skinned, swelty, and tall, as well as athletic, fit, and toned, however not muscular. Beauty standard in 1980s, beauty ideal better known as beauty standard, is perfection on having the ideal or perfect body shape, skin, hair, and etc. that is considered beautiful or handsome. Beauty standards varies from culture to culture or social media influences. Both women and men have the desire to fulfill advertised ideal beauty standards to be or like in society. But when you realize that the word beautiful has meant hundreds of different things throughout the course of history, it becomes a whole lot easier to see those standards not as some all-powerful truth, but as just one more idea of what beauty can be.
Beauty standards are primarily focused on women throughout history. A woman's appearance has been catalogued and analyzed through the centuries, with certain women placed on pedestals as the ideal version of what beauty at the time was. By looking at the past, we can see that at some point, just about everyone was considered the ideal. Their ideal body type or their celebrated body was a woman who looked thin, frail, and neglected. These trends still exist today as one ideal body shape that is slim and curvaceous. Today's rigorous advertisement for staying fit give people complex and make them believe that losing weight will help them look beautiful. And also now, in the 21st, beauty also accommodates through skincare. Pond's, Olay, Clinique, Dermalogica, and many others just to fit in the so-called beauty standards. When I see this today, I keep imagining the women of the past that their beauty was not defined by social media posts back then. Yet, beauty changed over a decade, but I believe everyone is beautiful. It doesn't do any good by comparing yourself to whoever or whatever personable person is that. To be naturally beautiful is much prettier than everything.
Is the definition of beauty keep evolving through time. So as the standards. Comparing before, or basically the definition of beauty is more on a natural physical attribute of a person. But now the we can say that the media has played vast role in influencing people to be in that standard of beauty. And as a result, others trying to use skincare to go on a diet and then undergo plastic surgery to fit into that standards of beauty. Before, the standards of beauty, even during 2000, is like having a flat stomach, healthy skin, thigh gap, and if we compare it now, this present time, the definition of beauty can be defined in various ways on how you present yourself. It's either in how you style your hair, because apart from undergoing plastic surgery to attain beauty, it is certain that the hairstyle do really adds up beauty to a person as a whole.